Hey guys, Corey, Faymus Media. I'm actually here live at a wedding, and I had a few moments, so I wanted to do a live video because I haven't done pretty much any live videos from weddings to help you guys out with, setting up for a wedding or what I shoot with or tips and tricks. I'm gonna do a lot more of these live videos as well to show you guys how to set up for a room like this. So I'm actually doing a wedding here at the Hotel Castle and Spa, which is in the Palisades, New York area, not too far from New York City. And this room, as you can see behind me, is absolutely huge. The ceiling's got to be about 60 feet high. It's brown, which is going to give kind of a pinkish, brownish cast. So you're going to have to, white balance if you have a room like that. But basic lighting setup is really, really important at a reception. There's two ways you could do it. You could do a bracket with a flash and a diffuser, like a Gary Fong or something, or if you're using, the flashes from Adorama, which are the streak lights that I'm using, you could put them on a bracket as well. I prefer to light the ceiling and light the room and then turn the ISO up to about 640 or so, allowing the room to light the subject. You don't want to have it where it's flashing people directly in the face. That's not gonna work. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I've got going on here. So I'm gonna turn this around. What's actually going on is I got a streak light right here on a battery pack. I try to run 10 to 12 foot, poles or higher, sometimes 14. And you want to run them, you want to cascade them or, triangulate the lights. You don't want to have just one light or really just two. You're going to have 3 or 4 or 5. I don't like running 5 and I really don't like running 3, so I just run 4. I've got one here. One over in that corner by the DJ booth, another one over at that corner, and another one right here. And what happens is you keep them far enough away from the center of the room, run the streak lights at about half power, and what happens is it lights up the whole room subtly, and then you can adjust your camera settings and get the temperature on the skin just right. It's gonna allow the room to light in a fashion that it doesn't, look harsh. So I'm gonna go over to my camera and give you an idea. One of my cameras is downstairs, but this is my 1DX Mark II. And this will just give you an idea right here of what it will actually look like. Now you can see how the room is beautifully lit. If you're seeing anything overexposed, it's because of the dynamic range of the iPhone and how bright the screen is. As you can see it adjusting, it's perfect. That's how you light the room. And these are my streak lights. I can change pretty much any settings I want on it. You can remote control it from the camera, and every camera has its own settings for the streak lights. So that's how I've got this set up. If you guys are shooting a wedding, I highly recommend, the bigger the room, the more likely you're gonna want and need to use multiple flash like this. If it's a small room, half this size or a third of this size, a bracket, one camera, one flash is fine. But this multi-flash setup is really how you wanna get the job done, and you can always turn them off later on if you don't wanna use them. This room, like I said, is really huge, so it works out fantastically. And then also you guys have to have yourself a nice soft box like this that you can put on a light stand and do your wedding portraits with. I will have another live video over the weekend at some point if I get a chance and show you guys the pictures that I took, or I'll put a link here in the video to show you the pictures I took. But that's the setup I would use. And then I can carry my one streak light around and power my flash pretty much everywhere I go. So I'm able to, flash every one of these and the one on me. So at one point I could flash 5 if I wanted to. Remember, you want to have more flash units at a lower power versus having only a few at higher power. The more you run, the lower the power, the more natural the lighting looks, and you're trying to diffuse the lighting off the ceiling. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get back down to shooting this wedding, and I'll try to come at you guys with another live video later on if I get a chance, but hopefully this helps. I'm gonna have a lot more of this in addition to the reviews I'm doing. This way you guys can get a much better idea of how to do this and learn along the way, and really not only review cameras, but also teach you guys how to properly set this stuff up. But I'll put links down there in the information box sometime tomorrow on this video so you guys will know where to get these, and I'll directly link them. So I'm Corey with Faymus Media. Happy shooting.